line was going to be. So what are your thoughts?
Well, I don't ever talk much about it till after the season, but I do think my deal is we got an opportunity to be good. Obviously, we got everybody back, got some playing experience. We're a little untested at center, losing Jay Guillermo, but I got all the confidence in the world in Justin Falcinelli. Justin had never snapped the ball, and I say he agreed, but he reluctantly went over and tried it, and it's really difficult to do when you never snap the ball. But he has adjusted to it well. He very smart young man. You wouldn't believe it, but he can put a computer together with spare parts and make it thing. He's a video guru, but I said, now this is a little bit easier than that. You just point and we go that direction. So he's had a lot of fun doing it. But time will tell, and I've been working Gage Cervenka there. He moved over from defense, and Gage too never played much offense, and he's taken really well to snapping the football. Looks great, ran great the other day. He's about 320 pounds now, so we got a chance to have some pretty good bulk in there as well. And then of course you got Zach Giella and a few guys like that. May even work Cade Stewart there some, local product. Man, he's doing really well. At the weigh-in this week, he weighed 298 and running well, just doing a great job. So I couldn't be more excited about him.
The depth chart that came out, Sean started the last 6 or 7 games and played pretty well, but it had Tremaine or Sean there, so that's a open competition in camp, I'm guessing.
Right. Tremaine had a great spring, playing both left and right tackle, and he's really making up ground. He's, it's always a learning curve. Some go a little faster than others. Having recruited Sean directly myself, obviously I talked a little more offensive line play with him, so he really was intrigued by it. He loves it and studied it and kind of knew a little more, but now Tremaine has acclimated, and he's playing both right and left, and he's a shorter guy by most people's standards. I don't measure that. I measure where you can play or not, and boy, he's done great. So I'm excited about him. Looks good right now.
You got a couple of really good leaders and outgoing personalities in Macklin and Guillermo the last couple of years. Mitch Hyatt's kind of quieter by nature, the same way with Crowder. Who do you see kind of taking over that vocal personality in the offensive line room?
That's a good point. We need that. I like to have fun. Sometimes they take me too seriously. They don't understand when I'm joking, when I'm not sometimes. But those two did, and they could get it, because I would tell them, hey, watch this. I'm going to get this one today. Y'all might have to help them a little bit. So, but they understood. We need that. In our world, only thing you get are boos. Nobody coming in today, listen to the radio. I listen to all of them. They want to talk about this, that, and that. Not one mention of offensive linemen. And you look at them, and not a fat person sitting over there. You know why. But these guys they love the game too, and I'm excited. My wife is always the first to notice, well, they don't like to have fun, or they're too serious. Well, they're coming around. They're coming out of their shell a little bit. They've learned they can cut up with me some. So, but there's a time for play and there's a time for work, and that's all I ask of them, to be able to understand between the two. And Eric and Jay, they really did that well.
You've coached a lot of really good offensive linemen. Where does Mitch fit in with some of those better ones that you've coached?
Well, here's the way I categorize them. I got so many over the years, I forget how long I've been coaching. I don't look in the mirror. I feel 18 and been blessed. That's why I don't look at it in the mirror, because I look, who is that guy? But the people that I've coached, it's just been phenomenal. I've had some great ones. You would never even recognize their name because they were undersized people, but they were, they never got to go to the NFL, but they were better than the NFL players that I've had. but it's just the world we live in. But Mitch is one of those, he's a rare breed. I do not have to raise my voice at Mitch. And, this is a motivating, loud, get after it group area that we're in. But he listens. He usually gets it the first time. You don't have to coach attitude or effort. He's 100%. My guys always say, well, you don't ever fuss at Mitch. I said, well, I don't have to. He tries to do it. Does he do it right all the time? No. He's human. But it's just a joy to be around. So in that regard, he fits right there with the best of them. What does he need to work on? Well, he's added some bulk. He ran the other day just as fast as he's ever ran. Working his hands. The boy's just a sophomore, going to be a junior. So it's pretty neat.
You had Blake in the spring. What have you seen from him? And I know it's early, but what about Bockhorst as well? How excited are you about him?
Blake has informed Matt Bockhorst and Noah DeHaan that he remembers how it was to be a first-term freshman. He'd been here one term and a summer. So he's now an experienced guy. But anyway, he came in with a hurt shoulder. So getting his strength up, great attitude, very smart, learning what to do. His shortcoming right now is in the weight room, and Coach Bass and him just do an unbelievable job building them up. So he's really coming on. And of course, Matt and Noah just got here. They're two that Matt Bockhorst, you mark it down, he will be the next Jay Guillermo, if you will, as far as entertaining the troops and being the leader and all. He's very outgoing and a really good player. I think yesterday after workouts, he did 225 24 times. So for those you don't know, that's well over 400 pounds. So it's pretty neat.
Gage Cervenka have a chance to get some playing time this year?
Man, yeah. Gage is going to be something special. Now, having never played offense much at all in his life, moving over, he reluctantly came over. My group is a lot of people likes to say the last stop before the bus station. But I don't look at it that way. I tell them we are the skill position. I tell all the kids in camp, I said, look over there, look at all those receivers, DBs and all that. They can step with the wrong foot, maybe even use the wrong hand and still make a play. If we take one wrong step, it's a tackle for a loss or a quarterback sack. And everybody's booing us. But now he's balled in, and man, you ought to see him. About 320, quick as a cat, fight a chainsaw on it running. I mean, he's just what you're looking for.
Do you plan to move him around or just keep him primarily center?
Well, keep him at center right now because that's hard to, center was a little easier when you're under center, but at shotgun, it's a big difference. So it takes a little bit more time. But yes, he played guard, last year some in some games. But he'll be in competition for the job.
As Gage made it better for Fasanelli, especially in the spring, we heard he pushed him a lot, and actually kind of you guys are kind of iffy on which one's going to be.
He did. He pushed him real well. Just his athleticism, his strength. When you're a grappler, the way he was, don't quote me on this, I don't want to screw it up, but I think he was 4-time state champ. I think he lost one match, and I don't know. It's unbelievable. But he's got such good balance. Hard to get him off his feet.
You got great snaps out of Pollard, Ankrum, Simpson last year. Did any of these freshmen, considering you've built up some depth, have a chance to play this year?
They do. I've always said I'd love to play 10 people. Obviously, it's hard to rotate a center. Poor Justin Fasanelli deserved to play more last year, but it's just hard to do. We played him some at guard, and you certainly didn't want to upset your quarterback by throwing wild snaps. But, he played some there and some at guard, but he was one that should have played more, deserved to play more, but due to the position, it's just hard to do. And we talked about it. He says he understands, but they don't understand. But, you tell them till you blue in the face. But because I tell them everything we're going to do, they don't hear but what they want to hear. So.
Coach, it seems like you really upgraded your recruiting in the last 2-3 years at the offensive line position. Is that what you've observed, and how much easier is it for you on the recruiting trail just from the success that the program's had in the last couple of years?
Well, here's the thing about that is in building a program, you have to take some chances. You have to take some projects, so to speak. Guys with ability that maybe don't have the mindset just yet. Maybe an Isaiah Battle who was a basketball player, that you try to make in, and you do it every day of building a program. But now you can look and be a little more selective. But even still, there's a lot of great players out there that doesn't fit our culture.